There are 8 teams remaining, but only 4 spots left at Hampden. Of course, unless you're Queen's Park, you can play there every other week. But that is not what we're talking about here. We're talking about the Scottish Cup semi-final. 4 teams can make it. 4 teams will say goodbye at the quarter-final stage. But who will those teams be? Welcome back, guys, to Son of Scotland TV. And Hearts are the last team to book their place in the quarter-finals, and they were rewarded with a home draw against Dundee. A draw that I think on paper looks very favourable. Hearts just beat Dundee by 6-0 away from home, so by that logic you would expect Hearts to easily have enough to get past Dundee, but it's a Premiership club and anything can happen on the day. Hearts certainly didn't put in a great performance against St Mirren. Another performance like that, and Dundee will fancy their chances. So look, I think Hearts are favourites to win that game, but it's not going to be easy. Now, let's talk about some of the other games. Got Livingston taking on St Johnstone. You know, this looks like a Premiership clash, and normally it would be one, but obviously Livy got relegated last year. However, they're looking pretty good in the Championship, and we could see them back in the top flight next season. A lot of people don't want it. A lot of people want to see, a little bit of freshness in there, a new team in there, perhaps a team that's got a better style of play than Livingston. And we can't blame people for wanting that. But as things stand right now, Livy are making a strong case that they could be the team promoted at the end of the season. And I think at home they have got to be at least maybe not favourites, but they've got a 50-50 chance. I think they've got to be considered pretty even with St Johnstone going into this game. Obviously, St Johnstone are in the higher division, but Livy are used to picking up wins. They've got good form in the league, and at home they're tough to beat. And I wouldn't be surprised if Livy do get past St Johnstone. I think this is a coin toss essentially. Either one of these teams could be in the next round, and it's a great opportunity, for these clubs to get to Hampden. And I don't think Livy would be taking that many fans. I don't think they'll be selling out a 25,000 allocation, that is for sure. But here, if they get there, then they have earned it. We've got Aberdeen taking on Queen's Park. Obviously, Queen's Park knocked out Rangers. Can they pull off another major upset and beat Aberdeen? If they do, then, we're looking at one of the best Scottish Cup runs of all time, in my opinion. If they can get to the semi-finals, having knocked out both Rangers and Aberdeen away from home, then that would be tremendous. And I tell you what, I think Queen's Park, if they can beat Rangers, of course they can beat Aberdeen, but if there's any team in the top flight that I think at the moment could be in an upset to a lower league team, it is Aberdeen. Despite them beating Dunfermline by 3-0, I don't think they looked that impressive. Dunfermline had some chances in that game, and you got to keep in mind that Dunfermline on form, arguably the worst team in the Championship. I think we've even seen Airdrieonians close the gap to them in recent times. So yeah, Aberdeen at home beat Dunfermline, but I think they'll have a tougher time against Queen's Park. And honestly, Aberdeen should go through, but I wouldn't be surprised if Queen's Park, give them a close game, and who knows, maybe they can force extra time, maybe they can force penalties, maybe they can cause another upset. We'll have to wait and see. Now we've got Celtic, the champions, taking on Hibernian. Celtic getting a home tie. They're going to be favourites to win, regardless whether they're playing at Celtic Park or Easter Road. But I feel like Easter Road, it makes the game that so much closer. Hibernian can still give it a go. Hibernian can still cause the upset, but it's a lot more unlikely at Celtic Park, and I think that I do favour Celtic in this game. They're likely to go through, but honestly, on form right now, there's not many teams in Scotland, if any teams, that you would give a better chance of beating Celtic at the moment than Hibernian. So yeah, they've got a really impressive run going. And we know David Gray knows how to win the Scottish Cup. He's done it as a player. Can he do it as a manager? Here, I'd love to see them do it. I'd love to see them knock out Celtic, at least not go on to win it. But if Hibs can knock out Celtic, then great. How open would this competition be? We'd be going into the semi-finals with literally a chance of anybody winning it. And it's been a while since we had that. I think the last time we had that would probably be 2021. When St Johnstone lifted the cup that year. I believe both Celtic and Rangers were knocked out in the early stages. So, yeah, there could be a chance for, a non-old firm club to win this, but it relies on Hibernian beating Celtic in my opinion. And so my predictions, I'm going to go with the following teams. I'm going to go through. If I'm right, I'm right. Hopefully, I hope I'm wrong, because I fancy Celtic to beat Hibs. Hopefully that does not happen. I'm going to give Aberdeen the benefit of the doubt, but I could see a Queen's Park upset. I think Hearts will beat Dundee, and in the last game, I'm going to go with Livy. I'm going to give Livy. I'm going to give Livy the win. But St Johnstone in recent, I mean, St Johnstone have turned it around. You know, they're winning games in the cup. Obviously knocked out Motherwell. They're winning games in the league. They're closing the gap. They've gave themselves a chance of staying up. So yeah, in recent times, St Johnstone have improved a lot, and it could go either way. It's 50-50, but I'm going to give the nod to Livy. So let me know what you guys think. Who do you think is going to make up the final four? Who do you think is going to make up the semis at Hampden? And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Leave a like, and until next time, peace.